Hey everyone, welcome back. Still working on the reseal on the Baja engine. I'll show you where we're at on that. And then also got some good parts in for my Yamaha Venture. Got some good used forks off of it. They're actually phenomenal condition. So we'll be at some point in the future putting those on the Yamaha, and we're also going to upgrade the brake system to some R1 brakes. So that'll be kind of a neat project. So we got that coming. So it's a quick video today to show you what's going on. So as you can see, we did the tear down and reseal in the Baja because there's plenty of room here. So we pulled the heads back off, we pulled all the pistons back out, and we used some of that copper Permatex at the base of all the cylinders and on the cylinder studs. So hopefully that's going to take care of our engine leak. It was only leaking on the driver's side, but we went ahead and resealed both sides. So hopefully we'll have that back together this weekend, and we'll show you the outcome. Keep your fingers crossed. We've had this engine back and forth apart a couple of times already, so hopefully this is going to solve our issue. Here's another Facebook Marketplace purchase. Father-son project went away and there were some parts left over, so I picked up a brand new fuel tank for the convertible, 68 and up fuel tank, and then also a pile of extra parts goes with it. We got the sending unit brand new. We got some gaskets and seals. We got all the parts and pieces, even the seal for around the edge of the fuel tank. We got the strainer, fuel line seals, got the fitting for the bottom of the tank. We got all that. Even got some etch and primer and some paint for the tank. So we'll go ahead and get that honestly probably on the shelf for a little while till we get ready to start working on the convertible. But again, another Facebook Marketplace steal here. Love finding parts for hundreds less than what I would have to pay for it if I was ordering it. So one thing I wanted to show you that I upgraded to, even though I had new push rods or push rod tubes that I could have probably reused on this, I decided to upgrade and give these a try. These are an IMPI product, and they're a little bit different than what you would consider to be the typical spring-loaded push rod tubes. These aren't really the spring-loaded ones that you replace with the head still on. These are made to go on like a normal push rod tube, but because of the spring section, it can expand and contract with the engine and hopefully keep it from developing any leaks. So anyway, they're aluminum. They've got a little bit more clearance for the push rods, and I don't know. Post up in the comments if you've ever used these before. It's first time for me, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully that's going to take care of any leak issues I might have. Here's those forks I picked up from my Yamaha Venture Royale. My forks are trashed. I mean, the dust seals are completely pushed up the fork tube and the seals are leaking. It's a mess. And I bought these from a motorcycle salvage yard up in the Midwest, and it came off a 30,000 mile bike. Mine's a 1990, and I had every intent of rebuilding these fork seals and swapping out mine. Mine are pitted, rusted, leaking. Like I said, they're pretty bad. But I don't know. I mean, give me your thoughts here. I mean, look at how nice the seals and the fork tubes are on this this low mileage set of forks. I may just run them the way it is. I mean, worst case scenario, I take it back out and put fork seals in it. But man, these just look gorgeous. I mean, compared to what I've got on the bike, I might just go ahead and run them the way they are. Here's some other goodies we got in this week. We got a Set of VDO gauges on the Baja, and it's got a temperature gauge. And anyway, it had this, I'll show it to you if I can find it, this dipstick thermostat with wires coming off of it for the temperature sender for the VDO oil temperature gauge. Terrible setup, so I'm replacing that. I put a regular dipstick back in there, and I'm gonna replace the drain plug with a temperature sensor from VDO that'll work the same, only the wire will come off the oil drain plug instead of coming out of the dipstick. Also picked up a shift coupler somewhere in the pile of parts here. I've got a couple of shift bushings. I got to do the 64, and I need to replace the shifter bushing on the Baja. So we're going to be digging into that. It's always a fun job. And then I got a bunch of different sizes. I've got several packs of the shims for the rocker arms in case I need to space those out for the push rods. So we'll be putting that in. I'm waiting on some shims for the base of the rocker assemblies because I need to get a little bit more spacing there for the ratio rockers. But anyway, just some stuff we got in this week, that and more. We'll be working on those projects in the near future. So sometimes things go your way, sometimes things don't go your way. So I really had quit filming during this ordeal because I've actually had to take this side of the Baja engine apart 3 times. Still fighting an oil leak, and yesterday when I thought I had it all repaired for the 2nd time, got it all back together, started pouring oil in it, and as fast as I was pouring it in, it was pouring right back out. Kind of amazing. Anyway, walked away like sometimes you have to do if you're a technician and never work on stuff. Sometimes you have those great days, sometimes not so great days. So not so great day, but I walked away for a little while, came back, looked at things again. It was a problem with one of the push rod tube seals not exactly seated in the center of the case there. Took the head back part again, got everything lined up. You know, I told you I'm using those EMPI high performance aluminum push rod tubes, never used them before. But got it all centered, got it all back together, everything torqued back down for the 3rd time. It appears, cross your fingers and knock on wood, that we got the oil leak corrected on this. So, you know, next video I'll show, you know, the outcome when we get it all put back together. I'm kind of taking a lazy Mother's Day today, just kind of tinkering, not doing a whole lot. Just enjoying a nice Sunday out here, but yeah, we'll get it back together. Some cool things going on. I'll throw some pictures up here. Was hanging out with my friend Chris yesterday, and we came across some kind of interesting Volkswagen industrial engines. Kind of a neat find. They used to be in some Zamboni machines at a local mall here in North Carolina, and something neat, you know, some historical value there. Kind of neat to find stuff like that. Don't know that we'll do anything special with them, but I'll put some pictures up and show you those. But anyway, that's about all we got going on here today. Like I said, kind of taking it easy. It's a nice day. Weather's starting to warm back up. I had record cold last night. I don't get too motivated when it's cold outside. But yeah, also scored some other cool parts yesterday. Again, if you know me very well, I'm all over Facebook Marketplace now. Find some really good deals. So shout out to some of those guys that are out there helping out the hobby. But you know, this week I've scored a fuel tank and all assorted parts for the 69 convertible. And yesterday I scored a carpet kit, brand new, and the rubber mat for literally pennies on the dollar. So kind of getting things put together, all the parts and pieces, so I can finish off the interior of the 64. and still waiting on the Safari window kit to come. Shipping's kind of held up out of I guess it's South America, Brazil, or somewhere, wherever it's coming from, and we'll get that installed in. I'll probably go ahead and do the headliner and get the interior all finished up before I put the Safari window kit in, but we'll see how it goes. Lots of projects going on. Got some really nice fork tubes in for the Yamaha 1990 Yamaha Venture Royale, so we'll be putting some fork tubes on it, and trying to get it back on the road to ride this summer. I kind of liquidated everything. That's the only bike I got left, and it's in parts and pieces, but I like those big tour bikes. I'm a big guy, and I like those big tour bikes, so we've got a lot of parts and pieces. We're going to be doing a R1 brake upgrade on that bike too, so that'll be cool. VMAX engine, R1 brakes, lots of new parts and pieces, air ride suspension, progressive. I got some progressive springs for it that I'm going to be putting in the forks, so that'll be kind of a cool project coming up next. But yeah, that's about it. I went out cruising a little bit in the 64 yesterday with some nice weather. We did an early Mother's Day for my mother-in-law, and I actually drove it to the next town over and did a little cruising around in that. So yeah, pretty fun. Lots going on. Kind of missing the VW show scene here lately because of everything that's going on in the world. But hey, you know, it's not a bad thing to spend some time at home and get some projects done, spend some time with family, and not waste all of my time off. I don't really call it wasting it, but spend all my time off, you know, running around with the Volkswagen stuff. But again, had a great day out with my friend Chris yesterday, kind of riding around doing Volkswagen stuff, so that's always fun. Sometimes, like I said earlier, you just got to get out of the shop and do something different. So hopefully in a future episode, we'll do a feature on one of his cars. He's got several cars, and maybe, like I said, my goal with this channel is to, you know, do some field trips every once in a while, get out of this shop, do something different, show you some of what's going on in the Carolinas with the car scene and the Volkswagen scene in general. But yeah, that's about it for today. Not much else going on. I'll tinker with the Baja a little bit till I get tired of it, and always having to clean up the shop because I get stuff scattered and messed up. But yeah, things are going good here. Everybody's healthy. Hope everybody's healthy in your world. Thanks for stopping by the channel, and please, if you get a chance, share it with some friends. Give me a like, hit the subscribe button, help us build this channel so we can keep doing what we're doing. Anyway, that's about it out here, and everybody take care.